welcome back to Wrestling in Mom's Basement. This is going to be the WrestleKingdom review, WrestleKingdom 13 in fact. I, of course, am Patrick Young, and yes, I did get a haircut. And to my right is my co-host, Joe Venuto.
You have the match listed.
So, the first match is the never open weight 6-man tag gauntlet for the number one contenders for those belts. And the winners being Taguchi,
Yano, and Maccabi.
Which I thought it was just a fun collection of guys and a little bit more interesting way to get all the guys on the show instead of just a pre-show battle royal.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot of fun. There were a lot of fun moments in there. Pretty much the destruction of the Elite / Bullet Club thing to start off, and then there was just a lot of ass-kicking moments afterwards. So pretty fun way to start off the show.
Yeah, it was a good match overall. Went past some of the least session, and Dave Finlay shined a lot, and then the contenders were locked in for New Year's Dash.
Mm-hmm. I gave it a B-.
B-. On the main show, I'll tell you why I need help with that. On the main show, Ospreay defeated Ibushi to win the cruiserweight on the never open weight championship.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It was a very fun official opener to the main show on WrestleKingdom. A lot of fun, a lot of very cool spots. Maybe some little awkward moments, and maybe some sort of, I don't want to say mental lapses, but sort of things that don't necessarily add up. Like I believe that little slide kick when Ibushi was doing the moonsault. I have no idea who Ibushi was trying to hit with that moonsault.
Mm-hmm.
When Ospreay literally was taking his time to get on the apron. But overall, I thought it was a hell of a match. Yeah,
it was an excellent match to kick off the card. They gave you what you wanted at parts, but they went in a different direction too. There was a change in pace and respect. It was a way more physical match than you would expect from them. And I love that they never stays welcome, and we got a decisive winner, which was the theme on the card.
I gave it an A-.
Up next,
it was Roppongi 3K versus Bushi and Shingo Tagachi versus El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru.
Great job.
Yes. It was a fun little sprint. It was a quick match, but they worked their time with it pretty well and put in a fun performance.
Yeah, it was a complete showcase for Shingo, who I see was clear positions to start a match. The work was smart, the layout good, they made the most of the time, and again, a decisive winner.
I gave it a C+.
B-. Up next, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Tomohiro Ishii. I was getting ready to boss his name. For the Rev Pro Championship.
Yeah, Rev Pro being defended in a New Japan show is pretty interesting to see. The match itself, I thought was pretty good. It was fun and hard hitting and very technical.
Mm-hmm.
And it did have a nice, fun first 5 minutes or so between the two. It just didn't necessarily get past that for me, but I still thought it was a fun match.
Yeah, after the match was over, I went back and seen that they had a match WrestleMania weekend for Rev Pro, so which I was able to find that match online. It was a short version of their New Orleans match from last year's Mania weekend. There was some new fun twists at the end. I have no complaints. Nothing really to critique.
I give the match a B.
A.
It is the Young Bucks versus Gorillas of Destiny versus Evil and Sonata. For the heavyweight tag team championship. Right. It was a fun match. I guess to me it felt a little anticlimactic, just having the having the Young Bucks get pinned. or Matt get pinned. I get why they did that, but it just seemed like it deserved more of a climactic finish. Overall, it was a fun little match, though.
Yeah, it was good. They made it best of the time given. Kept the action moving, and the right team won, as Los Ingobernables been like continued.
Yeah. Next is Cody.
No Grace.
I'm sorry. I gave it a B.
B. Up next was Cody versus Juice Robinson for the U.S. title.
I kind of understand the hate for this one.
You'll be hearing.
Yeah, I know. This one is definitely a lot more sports entertainment, but I think that with how Cody's character is in New Japan, I think it actually made sense. He and Brandy got involved very early in the match, but that's what Cody's been using, and it finally didn't work for him. So Juice Robinson literally got past all of that, and Cody put over Juice Robinson. And I thought the match ended up being pretty okay.
For me, just disappointed. Shockingly, I know. It's pretty much the same complaints I had about the match I found out with Jay Lethal. Differences. That match was better than this one. They worked the Raw match with. I said I found out, and I said here, the circus came to town again. But the Juice overcame. The word was this was supposed to be a big moment for him, and he did just sign a 3-year deal today.
Yeah,
with New Japan, I know. And while he did deliver, and he did work hard, to me he couldn't overcome the circus act. I'm sorry, New Japan don't do circus. New Japan's not known for the circus. I hate to say it, but that's why the circus went away in America. For people, yeah, Juice, Cody doesn't fit in with New Japan. I'll just put it like that.
I gave it a C minus.
D minus. Next was Kushida versus
Taiji Ishimori. A fun match. Kind of a creepy ass.
Oh my god, yeah.
Little kid for Kushida's entrance. But the match I thought was pretty good. And I thought they both put in a good showing.
Yeah, there wasn't a ton of flashiness as you would think. And I think this one could have used more time though.
Probably could have, yeah.
But it was very good. We got a non-title change. Well, everybody changed hands.
Yeah.
And one that felt right as well, obviously now. With the news that Kushida is also leaving. The back and forth was great. Transition is smooth. Moving a few more minutes, and it could have been great.
I gave it a B minus.
B plus. Next, Jay White defeated Kazuchika Okada.
I really did like this match. The ending, to me, it was either a really dumb choice, just bringing Okada back as the Rainmaker full force, making him look dominant, and then just having Jay White win it anyway. That could be on purpose because maybe Okada's not resigning. I did hear whispers of that.
Yeah.
So who knows if that's true. But I thought Jay White and Okada worked very well together, and came as a surprise to me when Okada lost.
Yeah, I love the layout of this. They totally mess with the crowd, making them think White will win the shenanigans. White came off so much better here than last year. I can't remember. Universal last year. Tanahashi. They hated him, and they loved Okada. White, and it seems like White's year of character work has paid off. The match was designed to make White a star. He won cleans the sheet, and over to real Okada. At that, it's like great stuff.
Yeah, great stuff. A minus.
Hey, nice. Next.
He also pops huge for Okada in his tights.
Yeah. Next, Naito defeated Chris Jericho in a street fight to win the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, it was a good, hard-hitting fight for me. Very, very brutal, very dangerous. Chris Jericho got a part of his head scalped.
Mm-hmm.
And they both guys took very vicious bumps, and it was one hell of a fight.
Yeah. This was an excellent match. Tremendous layout and game plan by Jericho. In many ways, this felt tighter than the Omega match. Lash from Jericho. More direct and to the point. A little more ruthless Jericho and Naito absolutely selling, bumping his ass off. I also love that Naito learned from past mistakes against Jericho. Was more aggressive and way less tranquilo. Just delivered huge.
I gave it an A.
A. And the main event, Tanahashi defeats Kenny Omega to win the IWGP Championship.
This was my favorite match of the night. I just loved how they set up the dichotomy between what Kenny Omega is and what Tanahashi is.
Mm-hmm.
And both guys wanted to be the face of New Japan.
Yeah.
And be the face that carries New Japan. And they play with that in the match itself, with Kenny setting up the table, and Okada thinking about using it, but ends up just throwing Kenny back in the ring. And then when Tanahashi does try to put Kenny through the table, he lands hard, straight through.
Yeah.
Like Okada knows how to play that game better than Tanahashi does. So it was just chock full of little moments like that, and Tanahashi winning and gets me kind of excited that Omega may be going elsewhere, and has my brain buzzing about that. So all in all, a very good match.
Yeah, my favorite match of the night as well. It was a real excellent piece of business with the ruthless youngster trying to viciously take out the veteran that he feels is taking a spot. When Omega was locked into more heel mode, the match really thrived. They rallied, and the story was beautiful overall. And one more time, the ace of New Japan rise again.
A+.
A+. Overall.
Overall, I gave it an A. Very excellent show. It did have its weaker parts, but there were just a lot of matches that you can call classics in there to completely cover up for it.
Yeah, I gave 5 A pluses to A-, 5 A letter grade, so A as well. I love the WrestleKingdom. It was a focused show. 5 must-see matches for me. Decisive title changes and overall well-placed show that didn't feel long. For how long it was, it didn't feel long.
Yeah.
There was only one thing I would consider bailing the show, but otherwise it was amazing. Home run of a show, eh? Up next are our Monday Night War reviews for January 29th, 1996. See you then.
See you then.